It's me, Mario!
So it's been a while since I last did anything with Super Mario 64. I encountered a bug that I had no idea how to fix. Basically, the castle grounds just wouldn't load at all. And then a month or two ago, I decided, let me see if I can fix that again. And I figured it out. So I think I have finally finished the update for this project. And this video is meant to just show off all the differences from the previous version. As you can tell, clearly I have changed quite a lot already. I have a completely new file select, and really nice thing about this is when you go to create a new file, you can name it. This took a lot of work, and took me forever to finally figure out how to get the names to save correctly. And I was considering scrapping this idea entirely, but I eventually got it to work, so I'm glad I didn't have to scrap it, because it took me way too long to make this. So you're able to use L as shift, and Z to create a space in the name, and R to backspace. You can see all the stuff at the bottom. It's not really important for me to explain it all. So you can name these whatever you want. I'm just gonna call it bread. Because, I don't know, bread.
Okie dokie.
And a new intro cutscene, just because I didn't want to have to model Lakitu and Peach. And yeah, whatever, come at me at how I say Lakitu. I don't know the right way to say it. I've heard 3 different pronunciations. I'm confused all the time about the pronunciation. But Lakitu is how I've been saying it since I was 6. So, right off the bat, you'll probably notice there's a big difference in quality and detail to the castle grounds here compared to the previous one, because now it has vertex shading instead of world lighting, and the texture quality is much better than it was before. Another thing, the hedges from Super Mario 64 DS. I added these as well, which will be important later. The red coins have been moved around as well. We've also got accurate shadows for the coins, along with some other objects, like signs. Another big difference, you probably noticed it already, the camera is now completely smooth and allows for pitch changing. You have complete control over it. It doesn't automatically rotate, but if you wanted to, you can pause the game, completely new pause menu as well, and you can go to settings, use L and R to change the page, and you can choose from tons of different settings, like this one at the bottom, auto rotate, which it explains at the bottom what each one does. You can turn it on, and now as I run, I'm not moving the camera. It will automatically rotate to face behind him. It's not super fast, but it just means you don't have to move the camera if you don't want to, but you still have control over it. But I don't play with that because I do find auto-rotate quite annoying. I prefer to have complete control over it. But there's also pan ahead, which the difference it makes is Mario will always be in the center instead of the camera panning in the direction Mario's facing so that you can see that direction, which I prefer to have it the way it was originally. But for those who don't, that's an option. Another thing you might notice over here, got a P-switch. This spawns blue coins, which go towards the 100 coin star, which is now in the castle grounds, along with the red coin star. And the goal is get all the blue coins before the timer stops, and then if you do, the total of the blue coins gets added to your coin counter. If you don't, then you just don't get them, and you get to try again, because the switch comes back up. So let's take a look at all the settings that I've got here. We've got the HUD, which you can choose dynamic or toggleable. Toggleable means you can use up on D-pad to make it on the screen or off the screen. Or you can have dynamic, which, as it explains, it will disappear when moving and reappear when not moving. And then also, as you collect coins, that will pop up to show what you just collected. Same goes for the red coins. If I collect a red coin, it'll pop up on screen. Also, I've updated the boxes. This is a very recent thing. I think they look a lot nicer. Much higher quality. I do like the look of the original not tapered. What's the word? Beveled edges of the boxes before, but I think these look a lot cleaner. So I think I prefer them, like, overall in terms of the quality of them, but I do like the look of the beveled edges from the other ones. And then we have input display, which allows you to see what buttons you're pushing at the bottom right of the screen. Figure for those who would want to do speed runs, there's not much to speed run in this ROM hack, but you might want this. In the camera settings, you can invert the X and Y axis of the camera. You can also change the speed the camera moves horizontally and vertically, the zoom speed as well, camera shake, and then pan ahead and auto rotate, which we looked at earlier. Then there are photo mode settings. You can turn on the shortcut, which makes it so that left D-pad automatically opens photo mode. Let me turn this off. And you can invert the X and Y axis for looking around in photo mode as well. Then the player skin options. When you start the game, you have Mario and Nintendo 64 Mario. It's not exactly the same as the original Nintendo 64 Mario, but it's pretty much identical. It's got higher quality textures, and I think it looks better. And that's it for all the settings. But if we take a look at photo mode, get to move the camera all around anywhere you want. You have up and down. You have moving the camera with the left analog, or I guess the analog, because the Nintendo 64 controls. And then C buttons to look around. Once again, all the button inputs are shown at the bottom, so that you know what to do. And then you can navigate the settings with D-pad. Choose from, I think I have like 66 total poses. Plenty of ground poses, plenty of air poses. It changes what poses you have available if you're on the ground or if you're in the air. And you can also, let me change it to a better pose. Here, this one, waving. You can change his hands as well. And you can rotate him. It's also position. X, Y, and Z. He's going into the ground. Anyway. So that's the first pose options page. Then body options, you can change his caps. You can change eyes, which I have open, half, closed, dead, crossed, because why not? And heart eyes, because once again, why not? You have mouth options here, although there are no mouth options for the Nintendo 64 Mario, so we go back to the modern Mario. You can see we have closed, happy, shocked, and scared. These mouth options actually also appear in-game, depending on your action. Then we have power-up options, like Vanish Cap and Metal Cap. And I already showed you the skin options. Then body rotation. You can rotate his head on all three axes, along with his body, which looks quite bad with this one because it's a skinned model, which looks ridiculous when you do that. Although I suppose it doesn't look any better with this. Looking like he's made of marshmallows or something. But yeah, that's an option. And I did not restrict the range of movement for these rotation options because I figure if it looks bad to you, the player, you won't do it. So why not have the full range of rotation? And then there's field of view. Range from really close to quite zoomed out. and a precision camera, which just means it moves much slower, so you can be more precise in how you move it. And even if you're in precision, you can hold Z to make it move faster. For as long as you're holding it, it gets a boost. And the boost is different depending on if precision is on or off. When precision is on, if you hold boost, the camera moves at the normal speed if precision were to be off. If precision is off, then holding Z moves faster than the normal speed. And then there's frame options as well. So you can have cinematic, full screen, and square. And then world options, you can turn off and on scrolling textures. Don't really know why you'd need this, but once again, if the option's there, someone might find a use for it. There's also coin visibility. If we take a look at that red coin over there, I can zoom into it here. You can turn off coin visibility, along with enemy visibility, although there are no enemies here, so you won't be seeing that. Friend visibility, things like Koopa the Quick, Bob-Omb buddies, and Yoshi. Then effect visibility, things like dust, the stars from ground pounding, and butterflies, as you can see right there. And then, let's take a look back at Mario, wherever he is. Let me change the field of view. There he is. Then player visibility. He's gone. And then if you wanted, I also have shadow visibility, which I didn't go over earlier for some reason. It just turns off Mario's shadow, no other shadows. Just in case you think the shadow looks distracting or it doesn't look nice in this case where it's clipping through the geometry. I wish I had better shadows, but I'm not good at that. That's it for all the options in photo mode. There are a lot, and I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. And it's definitely a lot of fun, and great for taking thumbnails and promotional images for the romhacking.com page. So I think you guys will have a lot of fun with this, and it definitely has a lot of potential. And yeah, when you exit photo mode, it takes it right back to the way it was before. I put a lot of effort into redecorating this environment, making it match visually with Bob-Omb Battlefield, which looked way better than the Castle Grounds did, even in the previous version of this. Another major difference is when you walk up to a sign, the dialogue just pops up, and then once you exit the range, it disappears. And it only appears if Mario stops moving, but it only disappears if he leaves the range. That way you can only intentionally bring up dialogues. And yeah, lots of you didn't like the health mushroom. Even I didn't like the health mushroom. So it's been changed to hearts, which still heal twice. This one's only here, not twice. They still only heal 2 wedges. And this one's only here just because, in case you hurt yourself, there is no way to heal in the Castle Grounds. I can show you how the hearts are meant to heal you. And here we have this. Completely new star select as well.
Okie dokie.
So if we take a look at these signs, we can see heavy attacks can make enemies drop more coins. Things like using a shell and ground pounding on Goombas will make them drop 2 coins instead of 1. Just a I don't know. I don't know where I got the idea, but I just decided to do it. Even that was in the original version as well, or the previous one. And this sign says enemies can drop hearts when defeated. So there's always a chance of an enemy dropping a heart. In this case, I didn't get one. But depending on what your health is currently, the lower your health is, the higher the chance an enemy has of dropping a heart. And the great part about Bob-Omb Battlefield is Bob-Ombs respawn. So even if you've defeated all the enemies in this course, there's still a possibility of you getting a heart to heal. So if I just keep attacking these, there will be a chance of, come back here, there will be a chance of an enemy dropping a heart. Come on. See, it's a chance. I said a chance. Sometimes you can get unlucky, sometimes you can get lucky. There we go. I got a heart. There's this spot with the box, which originally told you how to ledge grab. Now it says, boxes can sometimes contain hearts, so smash them if you need health. So if you break this box, it gives you a heart. And even further up the mountain, we have this box. which says, rare pink boxes contain a crowned heart. When you're injured, use these to heal yourself completely, but be careful because you won't be able to use them again. So this box, first let me get hurt so I can demonstrate this better. Kill me, or don't, almost kill me. So the normal hearts only heal 2 edges. This one spawns, as the box said, or as the sign said, a crowned heart, which heals you. Well, the sign dialogue was preventing me from seeing it, but as you can see now, it heals me completely. So a crowned heart heals you to full health, as opposed to a regular heart, which only heals you 2 edges. Another big change many people complained about. In the previous version, there was the spin jump, which was by pressing B while you were in the air, which meant I got rid of punching, which you can see is now back, and diving, which diving is a very, it just feels comfortable. It's an important feature of Super Mario 64, so I brought it back because I agreed with the critiques. So now pushing A while in the air is how you do a spin jump. And it has a much better animation and sound. It just overall is much better than the previous version. Now I know how to do it better. And the big Bob-Omb fight is tweaked quite a bit from the previous version as well. Oh yeah, and the big Bob-Omb blinks now. He is not blinking right now, but he will. There we go. He didn't blink before. In the original and in the previous version of this, he didn't blink. But now, well, okay, he grabbed me. I don't know if you noticed, but when Mario was being grabbed, his mouth was open in the shocked expression. I had fun making Mario have different mouth states based on his action. But when we drop him, once he gets up, he will throw Bob-Ombs, instead of them just spawning in front of him and standing there, which I did not like from the previous one. And Bob-Ombs also turn red. They flicker red when they're about to blow up. So yeah, every time he hits the ground and gets back up, he then throws each Bob-Omb one at a time. And you just kind of have to outrun them, because you can't pick them up. You can only pick up Bob-Ombs if they haven't started chasing Mario. And it's still only 3, so at this point, we get the star. And yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but stars have accurate shadows too. It's just something I wanted to do. Also, new message when you get a star. Take a look at that. Isn't that clean? So I think I've gone over a fair amount of changes. I'm pretty happy with the way this is. I really don't want to be working on this any longer. I have other ideas I want to attend to. I won't explain any further now because I have not started it, so there's no point in explaining those ideas. Now you can play this for yourself. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm very excited to see what you guys do with photo mode. Bye.